Hello, welcome once again to our channel. In today's video, we'll give you the step-by-step process on how to build a calculator like what I'm showing to you. So stay tuned and watch till the end of the video. So to build a calculator program, first I'll open my Visual Studio app. Then after that, I'll go to the web folder where I do save all my web documents. I'll create a new folder, then name it calculate. So this one is for calculator. It's a calculator program that I'm working on. So anyhow you name it, it's up to you. It's just the matter of you making sure that the folder is being uploaded on your Visual Studio app. So here I'll come back to my Visual Studio app, then open that folder here. So I'll click on calculate. So I'll click on calculate folder, then click on select folder, then open that folder on my Visual Studio app. After that, I'll create new files, which is the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. So here I'll just add .html to the file name to indicate that I'm working on the HTML, then create another file for CSS. So the same thing for the CSS, I'll add the .css, and JavaScript too, I'll add .js. So that's how we go about it. So I'm done creating folder for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So here I'll just click on exclamation mark, then press enter to give me the shortcut key for the HTML format. So after that, I'll come below the title, then link my CSS file to the HTML. So as usual, to link your HTML to the CSS, you come below the title, then enter greater than link rel, then it will give you equal quotation mark, then you enter star sheet href, then you enter the name of your CSS file, then you bring your greater than sign, and you are good to go. So that's how we link HTML to CSS. So if you are not seeing the format well, there is it, and that's what I just projected on the screen. So and that's what I'm showing on the screen. So you can follow the same format, then use it for your work. If you are not seeing any of the letters, make sure you view it well. So in the same way, I'm going to link the JavaScript to the HTML. So for the JavaScript, I will come to the body, then enter script src, then the name of the JavaScript, which is car.js. So that's what I'm just showing on the screen. So there's the format for linking JavaScript to CSS. So make sure you enter the same thing. Then after that, I'll create ID for the calculator. So I'll create calculator ID. So I'll enter the div ID calculator, then after that I'll create a display tool for the calculator. So input ID, then enter display. Then enter read only. So as usual, the BL is used for creating space. That's what we use the BL for. So use the BL to create line or break lines. So I'll create another ID tool for keys. So it's a BL that I'll use to create a space in between the input display and the ID key. After that, I'll right click, then open it live server. So I'll open it with live server for you to see how it will be looks like. So I'll create button on click, then enter appear append to display. So make sure the two is start with capital letter, then the display to is start with capital letter, the D start with capital letter. So if you are not seeing it well, make sure you enter what I'm showing to you on the screen. Copy the same thing because this is what you are going to use to duplicate, then create the other ones. So you will duplicate this to create the other one. So the moment you here I will just paste it just as I said. So this one, make sure your format follow the same pattern like this. If you miss any of the letters or the symbols, it won't work out and it will affect the other ones. So make sure you open your eyes well, then you enter the same thing, and that's why I'm showing it to you on the screen, because the moment you miss any of the letters or the symbols, it will affect the other one. So make sure you enter everything correct over here. If there is a capital letter, make sure you bring that capital letter. If there is a small letter, make sure you bring. If there is a dash, don't forget to bring the dash. If there is a quotation mark, don't forget to bring the quotation mark. Any little mistake that you will do over here will affect your results. It might look as if your this thing is not working, but it's because you missed some letter or symbol. That's why your code might not run. This one you are dealing with coding, so any letter or symbol is important. So I'm done with the editing. So this one, after you are done with the duplication, you will change the distance. For the first one, it was the plus sign. So the next one that I duplicated, that one I will change the plus sign to minus, then slash, which is for the divide, then the hash, which is for the this which is for the times. So if you are not seeing anything, or if you are not getting something clear over there, this is the uh, Word document. So you can just go to the Word document, then copy anything that you are finding it difficult to type over there. So when you open the Word document, you will see um, how to build a calculator. So go there. I have categorized it to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So just go to HTML, then anything that you are not seeing over there clearly, you just copy it, then paste it over there, then do the editing. So that's how the thing is. So I'm done with the CSS format. I'm done with the CSS. I don't want to delay more time over there. So as I was saying, if you are not seeing anything, or if you are not getting something clear, you can go to the Word document, then you copy it. So I'm starting with the CSS. So I'm going to use the CSS to modify the HTML document. So for the HTML, the CSS, I'll start with the keys. So the ID keys, that's what I will start first, because when you preview your work, this is how it looks like. So you could see that this thing, the plus, the minus, the dash, they are giving you big lines, and this thing is too long, so I have to create some grep template columns for that. So the grep template columns, it should be repeated, and also this thing, the column is the first one should be 4, then the size should be 40 pixels. So it should be 4 by 40 pixels. So the 4 over there that you are seeing me indicates 4 rows. So the rows, the column rather. So the column should be 4, then the size should be 40 pixels. Then I'll create a gap in between the columns. So for each button or for each sign, I'll create a gap, and the gap should be 10 pixels. Then padding. So the padding too is 25 pixels. So here I'll go to the button. So the button, this is what I'll do over here. So I'll change the width to 30 pixels, then the height of the button to I'll make it 30 pixels. Then move on to the border radius. So for the border radius, it's 50 pixels. And here in the bottom, I will set the background color to RGB. So here, after the button, I'll move on to the calculator. So I'll enter Ash calculator, then enter the font family, background color, then border radius. So for the border radius, the size is 15 pixels. Then move on to the maximum width. So the maximum width, I'll make it 230 pixels. So when I preview my work, this is how the outcome be like. So if you are not getting something like this up to this point, please go back to the Word document for the calculator on how to build a calculator. The Word document is there. So under the CSS, cross check if what you've typed is the same as what is in the Word document. If it is not the same, please make sure you enter what is in the Word document over there. If possible, you can copy then you paste, but if you do it that way, you will not understand certain things or how some of the code and how some of the keys to also operate. So in order to get better understanding, you have to type them. After each thing, you preview your work, then you see how the outcome will be. So as you keep on doing that, you understand some things over there, because there are times that you might miss a letter or a symbol and you enter everything over there, but because you miss a letter or a symbol or dot or comma, your code will not run. You won't get the result that you'll be expecting. You will be cross-checking your work over and over, and you won't see where the error is coming from. So it's better you enter everything word for word. So I'll move on to the display. So for the display, I've entered the width, the padding, the font size, and also the text align. So for the text align, I selected I input left, then the background color too. So I'll choose blue. I'll choose blue for the background color for the display. So after the display, I'll move on to body. So under the body, I'll type display, then select flex, then justify the contents to center, Then align the items to the center too as well. Then set the height to be 100 VH rather. Then the button, so I'll set for button hover, so that when I select or when I click on any button over here, it will just the background color will just display for you to see that you have actually clicked on this button. That's what the background color for the button hover means. So here you could see the moment I punch on each of the button, the background just displayed over there. So it just display orange background for you to know that you've actually click on this button. So that's what the background hover stand for. So I'll move on to background active. So I'm going to make the the operators active. So here when you come to the HTML document, I've pasted some things over here, and that's what for the symbols, the sign, and the the clear sign and the equal sign. I've set some operators for it. So you enter class operator button, then you paste it over there. So I did it for the plus, minus, slash, the times, and also the equal sign. Then the equal sign is not part. I did it for 5 keys. So the plus, equal sign, plus, minus, divide, multiplication, and then the clear sign, which is the C. So I did it for 5 keys. So make sure you paste it. You copy the class operator button, then you paste it after the after the button. You paste it over there, and you are good to go. So that's what it stands for. Because this one I'm going to set a color for those operators. So I'll set different background color for the class operators. So I'm about to set a color for the operators. So to do that, I'll enter dot operator. Please don't forget to bring the dot. As I used to say, any symbol or sign or letter is important. If you forget to bring the dot, you won't get the results. So you enter dot operator dash button, then you enter background color, then you select orange. So here you could see the 5 operators. The background color is what? Orange. So that's what it does. So we are almost done with the calculator. So we are done building it. So it's left with us to program it in order for the calculator to work. So in order to program the calculator to work, you apply the JavaScript properties. So I'm going to apply JavaScript properties in order for the calculator to work. So we are done with the we are done building the calculator, so it left with the calculator to operate. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to use the JavaScript to operate the calculator. So I'll go to my JavaScript file, then enter double slash, then calculator program. Then enter constant display equal document dot get element by ID then quotation mark, then enter display. Then enter function append to display. Append to display input display dot value equal plus equal input semicolon then enter function class so function clear display then display dot value equal quotation mark function calculate Okay, so right now we are almost done on how to program a calculator. So the next thing that I'm going to enter over here is to enter the catch display. So catch error display dot value error. So the moment you enter that, when you hit on any of the button, you will see the calculator working over there. So when I click on 2, you will see 2 on the this in the display. So I'll divide it by any number I like and it will give me the answer. So our calculator is now working. If I want to clear it, I'll click on the C and it will clear everything. So that's how we use HTML, CSS and JavaScript to build a calculator. So I'll preview it here for you to see how it operates. So I'll go to the HTML file, then right click on it, then open it with Live Server. (27) divided by 3. I'll click on equal sign and the answer is 9. If you want to clear it, you click on the C and everything will be deleted. So that's how we build a calculator by using HTML, JavaScript and CSS. So when you enter a wrong value, it will tell you that it's error. So that's all for today. So our calculator is now working. So when you enter any wrong value, it will give you error. So that's how we build a calculator by using HTML. So up to this point, if you are not getting something like what I'm showing over here, please go to the Word document. So this is the Word document for the calculator. So I have categorized it. There is the HTML format. So if you are not seeing anything over there, if there is something that you are finding it difficult to do, make sure you come to the web document, then you go through each of the formats and see if you have missed any letter or symbol. You can copy it, then paste it over there and it will work for you. But it's good you enter it yourself so that you know how each of the letters and the symbols, how each of them operate, because there are times that you might enter everything correct and because you may spell a certain letter, or instead of you bringing a capital letter, you make a small letter, and even though the thing is the spelling is correct, but because of the capital letter and the small letter, your thing will not operate, and you might think the whole process there is something wrong with the whole work, but because of that small that little mistake that you committed, it will affect your work and it will not run. So it's good to enter everything by yourself so that you know how each of the symbols and the letters operate. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining us. See you in our next video. Bye bye.